Hey guys, what's up? It is the first Wednesday in February, which means a mental health update. You guys know I try to do a mental health update at the beginning of every month and a life update at the beginning of every month. So, here we go. As I crack open my Monster Juice, the Mango Loco, and I will be crunching on a cereal bar, Lucky Charms. So, so yeah, my mental health. I mean, things seem to be going pretty good right now. If you guys have been following along, last month I had my hearing for my SSI SSD. And that's kind of just getting to me right now because ultimately I have to wait. I have to wait until my lawyer gets paperwork from my old mental health program in Jersey City, New Jersey, to give to the judge. Basically, them explaining why I got kicked out. Which, it's a very stupid reason. Which is crazy because in all reality, it's supposed to be a mental health program, but yet the team leader who kicked me out didn't think that this was going to mess with my mental health. Like, seriously? She kicked me out because, as she claims, I made her feel uncomfortable. And as I explained to the judge, what happened the day before I ultimately got kicked out is there was a young lady in our group, well, in our program. She admitted that she suffers from epilepsy and seizures. And now the way that our program was structured is we had breaks in between each of the groups. So, on one of our breaks, she went outside to get some air. You could do one of two things. Either go outside and get air or go outside and smoke, or you could stay inside. She went outside to get some air because she even said she doesn't smoke. Now, while she was outside, she was at least able to recognize that she had a mini seizure. And when she comes back in, she sits down, and our team leader comes in because she's going to run the next group. And, she straight out tells our team leader this. She's like, hey, look, I just had a small seizure outside on break. Can you please call an ambulance for me? Like, it was small enough to where it was nothing, but still big enough to where it was something. Especially if she's asking for an ambulance. Now, what's supposed to happen is our team leader, who is the one she told, is basically supposed to get her butt on the phone and get an ambulance there for her. She doesn't do this. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned on here, I am a former Boy Scout. I made it to Tenderfoot in the Boy Scouts. I was given very basic training and like some of the medical stuff. But also, too, I dealt with a lot of issues with seizures and epilepsy because my grandmother, Grandma Jenny, was epileptic. So this young lady said to our team leader about that, and our team leader just goes about like she never asked anything. And, that just really got to me, because it's like, you're supposed to be the team leader, and, something like that happens, you're supposed to be on it. One of your clients is requesting medical attention from professionals, and you're basically denying it to her by not getting a hold of, Jersey City Rescue. She tries doing the group like normal. She's going around, she's asking everybody, so how's your day? How are you doing? She gets to me. And literally, I'm like, I'm fine. Focus on her. Because literally, this young lady was like 2 people ahead of me. Who she already had asked. And again, even when she was asked, she's like, I want an ambulance. I want medical attention. And our team leader is just like, okay, I'll call. She just keeps going like nothing's wrong. And that just really irked me. So I said what I did. Then later she pulls me into a private room, a separate room. Doesn't even have my caseworker with her. Doesn't even have him there when she's supposed to. She has another staff member there, not even the security guard. Just another female staff member. And she's now going into me on this. Like, oh, I know what I was doing. I had the situation under control. Obviously, you didn't. If you were any type of a team leader, again, you would know. The second you were asked for medical attention, you call them to get them there for the person. Especially when it's something as, big as epilepsy and seizures. But so then I go in the next day and I'm told that, I make her feel uncomfortable. And she tries to cite all these different things that never happened. I even told our security guard about some of them, and he looked at me like, what? I mean, and the security guard and I were friends. And it's like, he even said to me, he goes, John, I've had to break up a lot of different things and everything. Like, one of the things she accused me of was yelling at her over the kitchen keys. As clients, we have no access to the kitchen keys. Only staff does. Clients aren't even allowed in the kitchen unless staff is present. So yeah, that just really irked me when she said that. And like I said, when I told our security guard, he looked at me and he's like, John, you know me. If I would have heard anybody screaming at staff, I would have been the first one there to break it up. And I've had to do that for a lot of people, but never you. So, he even was like, what the fuck? Now, I come to find out later, because again, I was still talking with our security guard, that this same team leader basically ended up firing my former caseworker, who he did nothing but care about the clients that were there. So I don't know what happened, but he got fired from there. I don't even know if the security guard still works there or not. He could have been next on the chopping block. It almost seemed like she wanted to get rid of all the people that she deemed threats, in a way. Perfect example. My one ex-girlfriend, who I met there. If you go to my Baseball Lover 1984 channel, and you go to previous Take Me Out to the Ball Games, you'll always notice a certain Mets shirt that I would wear to games, and I would always refer to it as a shirt that was given to me by my special someone. Well, that was the special someone. So, there was an incident at our program where there was this one girl who she was just very jealous of my then girlfriend. And, she basically, one day, it was actually Halloween. Like, we were having our Halloween party. My girlfriend was dressed up. And this girl came in from the bathroom, had her giant purse with her, purposely hit my girlfriend with her purse, and then hit our friend who we were sitting with. Didn't say excuse me, didn't say sorry, nothing. That's ultimately how we got to know she did it on purpose. My girlfriend had enough of this girl, because she was literally pulling so much shit it wasn't even funny. My girl wasn't gonna do anything yet to her. The other girl threw the first punch. My girl defended herself. Guess who got kicked out of the program and who they were going to let stay? You know, they kicked out my girl. Did not kick out the one who started it. Matter of fact, they sent her to a completely different program in there. Didn't offer that to my girl. You know. But seriously, it's crazy. It's stupid. But I have to wait for my lawyer to get the paperwork from them, basically stating why I got kicked out. Now, another thing is, with my first lawyer that I had, she kept trying to get paperwork from them. You'd think I was the president of the United States, the way that place refused to give out stuff that they needed. Even their legal team kept telling them, look, give his lawyer what they need. You know? It's not like it's a regular person asking you. This is a lawyer. So, but, so yeah, that's something going on right now, is I'm just like, you know, I just want this to finish so this way the judge can make a decision, hopefully in my favor this time, and I can get my SSI, SSD, move out of the shelter, get my own place, and then really start working on my mental health. I'm not saying that I'm not now, you know. I mean, hell, matter of fact, next week, you know, because you guys know, mental health and life updates I record and post the exact same day. So, literally next week, I have my my therapy appointment, and you know, a lot to talk with that and everything, and you know, it's just always crazy, but you know, I mean, no matter what, too, February is a hard month for me to begin with. Gay Valentine's Day, or as I lovingly refer to it as, Singles Awareness Day. So let's be real. When you're single, like I am, Valentine's Day sucks. Because you see all these couples, you see on the social media all these couples going out, families doing stuff. What am I doing? I'm doing ugats. Doing absolutely nada. Nothing. Not going out on dates. Anything. Hell, I haven't gone out on a Valentine's date since my ex-fiance, Marina. That was the last Valentine's date I ever had. And it sucks. Really, really does. Not just that, but you guys will see a video on this channel on the 17th. It's a very hard day for me. It's the day my hero passed. I'll get into it more in the video, but I'll just put it this way, it's the day heaven got another Marine. And he was a Marine who meant the world to me. Still does. And, as per always, I'll be calling my cousin Bobby, as he helps me get through it, because he knew how close I was with him. Obviously, for those of you who don't know, yes, I'm talking about my grandpa Will. So yeah, February's hard. And I'll get through it. I always do. I can tell you this, though, a good milestone. I have mentioned before that I was arrested. I was in prison. February 2nd marks 9 years I have been out of prison. And I have not gone back. And I do not intend to go back. I put it this way. The state of New Jersey got 1 year out of my life. I'm not giving them any more. They ain't getting any more from me. Property of the state of New Jersey for a year. Or more. I'm no one's property but my own. So, I guess that's pretty much it. To end it. Mental health. Okay. Am I going to say I'm the world's greatest? No. Hell, I had to have it out with my one roommate in the shelter. Literally the other day, because he loves to just sit there at god-awful early in the morning. I'm literally talking like 2-something a.m. with the light on, drinking soda. That's all he's doing. He's not doing anything else but sitting there drinking soda. I had it with him, and I literally went off on him. And it was to the point I stomped over to the light, I turned it off, and I'm like, no, the light stays off. We just got a new roommate the other day, and at this point there were myself and one other guy in the room. There's supposed to be another one, but he's probably getting kicked out because he hasn't been there in a while. But I literally looked at him and I'm like, look, There's two other guys in here. That includes myself. You don't own this room. Okay, you have to be considerate of myself and the other guy in here. The light has to go out at a reasonable time. We're trying to sleep. The shelter kicks us out at 9 a.m. Now, I'm gone before then. Watch out, because I am actually going to put up a video. It's going to be a long video, but a video. Kind of showing you guys a week in my life. Go day by day. So watch out for that. And, yeah. I guess that's really it. I can tell you this. It's Wednesday. I'm at Mom's, as you can see. So, got a lot of videos to record today. This is only one. I still have karaoke to film. I still have my cooking video to film. I've still got a couple of things for Baseball Lover to film. A couple other videos for this channel to film. So yeah. It's going to be a crazy day like it always is on a Wednesday at Mom's. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. And yeah, expect a life update where I'll tell you guys how I'm pretty much got through or are getting through February. So until then, peace out, guys. Love you.